Morning, welcome to a new week, welcome to snow. So it's been a long time since we've started these videos from the van. We're actually in the van. It's been so good, it's been lovely being back here, being back just travelling and stuff like that. We're actually on our way back up to the cabin now. We just crossed over into Sweden again last night, and yeah, we've come back to quite a bit of snow. We're actually quite far south in the country now, so here it's nowhere near as much as it is up at ours. The roads were relatively clear last night. I think we missed the worst of it by about a day. So we've received some photos and some videos from the cabin. Malin's parents have been there to check on it for us and clear the snow, and it is chaos, like just so much snow. And today it's forecast minus 16 degrees up there. Luckily right now it's not quite that cold, it's about minus 4 at the minute, but it seems like it's going to get colder through the day. So we're hoping obviously that the cabin survived, first of all, that the water leak that we hopefully fixed before we left is okay, like that the tarp on the roof has worked, because obviously if we've had water leaking in behind the panels and then it's frozen it's going to be a nightmare. And obviously there's always a risk of pipes freezing and stuff like that when it's this cold, so it's going to be interesting. We've got about 4 hours, I think it is, up to the cabin, and yeah, hopefully that's how long it takes us. It all depends on how the roads look and stuff like that, but yeah, it's going to be a fun one anyway. It's nice to be back. We've had 3 weeks of just good family time, to be honest. Really nice Christmas, really good New Year's, some well-needed time off, to be honest. Just had a cracking time. But for now, we're going to sort this snowy van out and yeah, get moving, I think. Fun. Feels great to be back in the van. Here she is.
Here she is.
What's the occasion? You're making yourself look pretty for me for once.
Yeah, I thought once every 10 years could be nice for you. 2026, new year, new me. You get one day a year.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and you're going to use it today.
3rd of January or whatever it is.
Oh, I think it's 7th maybe.
Is it the 7th of January?
No, it's not. What could it be? 5th maybe.
5th of January.
Yeah.
I feel like I've shot my shot a little bit earlier in the year. I would have maybe saved it till like July.
Maybe.
Ready for the snowy drive?
I am. Maybe. I've not barely looked outside. I was going to say you can't really see out of these windows right now. So.
No, I don't think there was any more snow last night.
Okay, that's good. It looks like it's going to be quite calm, though, to be honest. Like, it looked like it would be mad. But now it looks like it's going higher up in the country, so I think we're going to miss most of the madness.
Yeah, just cold tonight, I think.
Yeah, but they've changed that as well, so now it's only -9 instead of -16.
Oh, I was going to say, I just said -16.
Yeah, they changed it, at least on my app.
Okay, all right. Well, that's
I got a wishful thinking app.
Yeah, an optimistic app.
Yeah.
Have you seen the size of this new travel companion that we've got? Look at the size of your stitch. It's about as big as you are. Is he going to come home to the cabin with us?
Yes.
Starting to get a bit chilly.
A little bit cold, yeah. -9 now, and it's like midday as well.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to get colder in a bit, especially as we get more further north.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only like, midday in it, but it's stunning.
Yeah, don't you think it's so nice when it's sunny?
Yeah, it looks
when it's
amazing.
like the sun's on it and it's loads of snow on the trees and stuff. It's magical.
Definitely.
Stunning.
Stunning. It's been a long time since we said something was stunning.
Yeah. I tell you what is going to be stunning though, the view off the back of the cabin over the meadow when it's snow covered. That's also going to be stunning.
It's going to be stunning, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm interested to see what it's like up there actually.
Yeah, I've heard it's been mad out.
Yeah. Yeah, before we've got a few hours left. And then we'll be there hopefully today.
The closer to home we got, the temperature kept getting lower, but the amount of snow kept getting worse. For each mile that we drove, we could see a massive difference on the roads. Now we just hope we can make it home. Oh, icy.
Yeah. So much snow.
Yeah.
Let's see what the cabin's like.
Yeah.
It's so slippy here.
I was going to say, I can feel it.
Crazy.
Yeah. Be careful now, mate.
This is when it gets fun.
No, it is not. Oh my god.
See if we can get up on the drive even.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh my god.
might need the snow chains.
The whole van is just going back and forth.
Yeah.
The back of the... Oh my god, look at the amount of snow.
We can't even get on there.
We can't get on that. You need to get out and shovel the snow, mate. Alright, let's go to get the snowshoes on because we cannot do anything from here.
We're never going to get on the drive, will we?
No.
Well, we'll go and get the shovel and...
Snow chains, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know whether to move the car.
Yeah. You might need to do something about that car as well. Welcome home.
Welcome home.
Alright, do you think maybe I need to put some other shoes on?
Nah, you do right with them, surely. How's it going?
It's going. There's a lot of snow.
So much snow. I don't know what I was expecting, but it weren't this. In the state of the car,
I know.
I'd dig that out somehow. Yeah,
It's a bit snow.
a little bit.
Welcome home.
We've had to park the van on the road because there's no way that we can get it on, well, wherever the driveway is.
Yeah. Need to move around a little bit.
Yeah.
We also don't got proper winter tyres on the van, so I don't know if we're going to get it up.
Yeah, we might have to put the snow chains on.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Exercise though.
Yeah.
We sat still for a few days travelling, so.
Yeah. There is a car under there somewhere.
Really somewhere. It is mental.
Yeah.
Welcome home to Sweden.
Hey, it could be worse. They forecast -16 today. Now it's only -10.
I know. It was also supposed to snow like 10 or 20 more millimeters. But,
Yeah, which is about 20 centimeters of snow.
Yeah, which
It's about that again.
yeah, but it came a bit higher north, so it could be worse.
Could be worse. Hey, it could also be worse. Look at your fancy gloves.
I know. You see these?
Heated gloves.
Heated gloves.
Best Christmas present ever, that, isn't it?
I know.
Very good for you.
Yeah, it's perfect actually.
Yeah,
It's really nice and warm.
yeah.
Spot on. After spending about an hour to try and clear the driveway, it was finally time to see if we could manage to get Sonny back up on the drive. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, Sonny. Oh, she's doing all right. I thought she would struggle more than that. That wasn't too bad. I thought you would struggle a lot more than that.
Yeah, I did as well. It's not too bad. It's not exactly straight. But
No, but she's up. She's up. We
Yeah.
can rearrange tomorrow if
Yeah.
it's needed. Good job.
Yeah, good job, Sonny, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought she would struggle. When you got stuck there, like when you came back down, I thought, oh, she's never going to make it.
Yeah. Oh, she's shoveled all of this snow. Look at that. Good job. Shoveled all the snow.
Just a bit of snow.
A little bit.
It looks beautiful though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's mental, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the first time we've seen it like this in this situation.
I was gonna say it's the first time we're here with like proper snow.
Yeah.
Feels weird.
Yeah.
But it looks like the cabin has survived at least.
Yes.
So no water inside,
No.
even though it wouldn't be water right now because everything's frozen. But no ice inside. Yeah, but it seems like everything works, which feels nice.
Yeah.
It wasn't too cold. We were lucky though, because we turned all the heating down.
Yeah.
And then my parents came to check on the cabin to make sure that everything was all right, and they turned the heating up for us. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like freezing when we got back.
We turned it down to 10 degrees, so it would have been really cold when we got in last night.
Yeah.
So,
that was a luxury, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was nice. And then double luxury, they cut out the worktop for the sink and for the hob as well
I
while we were
know.
gone. So that was really nice of them.
One step closer. That feels really nice.
So that
from
means that
home,
we
though.
can just get them next bits in,
I know.
which is really good.
Yeah. But now we need to empty the van.
Yeah.
And that don't feel super fun when it's this much snow everywhere. It's not as easy, is it? You can't just unload it and put everything out and then carry. Like now you're gonna have to carry everything up and down all the time.
Yeah.
So we also have to make sure that we empty all the water.
Yeah.
Because we already got a water leak in the house and one in the van. We don't need any more.
We're collecting water leaks, we are, aren't we?
I know. Honestly, and I got, maybe we can put in a little video. I saw like 3 days ago. It's 2 years ago since we had that massive water leak in the van.
Yeah. That's an ice block. Look at this. The whole thing's frozen here. This is a pool of water. Something tells me we've got a water leak from somewhere. Fun.
That was a fun one.
Like I've said, water is my arch nemesis.
Yeah. No. So Charlie keeps saying he can't find his sledge thing.
Yeah.
I put him up against the wall before we left, but there's also a very high risk that somebody took it from the wall and now it's going to be buried somewhere in the snow.
Ah, it's somewhere under that stuff.
Yeah, probably, to be honest.
Yep. That's how it happens.
Also, like our kids are not used to snow because we've not been home for 3 years,
Yeah.
so they don't really know that if you leave stuff on the ground, it's going to be gone.
Yeah. Looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah. Most important stuff to take with you. Helium balloons.
You having a good time?
Yes. But I can't get up.
Can you not?
No.
Oh no. What are you gonna do?
Can I get some more help?
No, you just stay there forever, mate.
No.
I'll come and get you when it's dinner time.
No. This gonna go good. Ow. Look,
Oh no, you're losing a glove.
it's gonna go off.
Yeah, you're gonna be cold.
Couldn't you take it off? Hey, I'm freezing.
Oh, are you doing the shoveling work today, are you? You making a slide, are you?
Yeah.
Okay. How's that gonna go?
Oh, tough.
Dolly, if you leave stuff like this, that's how they disappear in the snow when it comes towards now.
Yep. That's what's happened to your sledge. Your sledge is somewhere under here.
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Right, how are we getting on?
Go in.
Getting there.
All the easy stuff is done now. Now it's just like unpacking all the boxes and all the drawers and all the fridges and all
All that stuff.
that stuff.
Yeah, look at the state of that van, by the way.
I know.
That's the dirtiest van I've ever seen in my life.
I think it looks worse on the side because you can see like the blue screen wash
Yeah.
all along the side in front. She looks a bit sad.
She does, doesn't she? She needs a wash and she needs covering up for the winter, really. Somehow.
She does. She could really do with some love, to be
Yeah.
honest. She's struggling on a few bits, isn't she?
She is.
But it's not loads we can do when the weather is like this.
Ain't
so.
nobody got time for that.
Apparently we got a leaky roof and a half-done kitchen and
Yeah.
all of those bits.
A couple of other bits and bobs to be cracking on with.
Just a few things on the to-do list, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's about all the stuff. It is freezing out, so it feels nice to come inside and start sorting it out in here. But I don't really know where to start, to be honest. We had done a good job and we tidied up everything before we left. So it felt really nice when we walked in here last night. Now we can't see the floors again. But yeah, I guess it's just to start tidying. Tom and Bella went into town to pick up a few bits that we thought were missing, and we need some extra heat in the van, so they're picking up one of those little extra heaters that we can plug in. So let's do this, I guess.
Ah, all right. What a first day back. The van is empty now, which is good. I was just about to say we've managed to unpack everything, but that's absolutely not the case. We have managed to clear pretty much everything out of the van, at least. It's going to take us about 3 days to unpack everything, and God knows what we're going to do with all the kids' new Christmas presents, because it's a lot. It's a lot. And we ain't got a lot of storage. Bless them, they've been spoilt rotten while I've been away. It's been so good. They're obviously extremely happy. But we need to sort out more storage for their toys, definitely. So yeah, me and Bella have been into town today to get a little space heater because somehow a load of the pipes in the van have frozen, even though we've been in the van and the heater's been on like full blast. Some of the water pipes that run like closer to the outside of the van, still inside obviously, have completely frozen, so nothing was working. And I've just spent the best part of 2 hours thawing everything out with the combination of the new space heater and a hairdryer. Laid under the van with a hairdryer, trying to thaw out the pipes, and I've managed to snap the wastewater pipe in two. Just completely snapped it clean in two. It was obviously full of ice, and I wasn't even being rough with it. I had the hairdryer on it and just wiggled it about a bit, and because it was full of ice, it just snapped clean in two. So that is obviously a job for the spring when we don't have all this shit around. Because there's nothing you can do when it's like minus stupid degrees. It's just everything freezes straight away. So that is a job for when it dries out a bit and warms up a bit. Welcome back to Sweden. Luckily, it's beautiful. So you do get a little bit of motivation and a little bit of inspiration, and it actually does feel quite nice to be back, even though it is freezing. And even though we're having to dig the cars and the van out and the cabin out of snow, obviously, Like, just look at the absolute state of it. Like, I don't really even know how well you can see how deep it is, but that's the snow next to my leg there, where we've shoveled that, and that's not even nearly the deepest bit, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but it weren't this. I should have been expecting it, really. But a successful day at least, and tomorrow feels like a new day. It feels like we can crack on a little bit, do some unpacking, get ourselves moving again. Hopefully with the kitchen. I would like somewhere to cook and to do the dishes by the end of the weekend. I don't know if that's a bit ambitious. It might be, but that feels like a nice goal to have. Yeah, first dinner last night, we ate off paper plates again, and I was like, oh, I just can't wait to have somewhere that I can cook properly inside and obviously do the dishes and stuff. So that's the goal for the weekend anyway. But it's just about getting dark now, 3:30. So I'll probably leave this fine day here. I'm just going to tidy up a little bit, and then I'm going to go inside and I'm going to have a cup of tea and try and warm myself up a little bit. So we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow for a brand new day. All right, morning, you lot. Welcome back to the kitchen. It feels like quite a long time since we've spent any time in here. But it's nice. It's looking really good. So while we've been away, Malin's parents came over to check on the cabin a little bit, make sure that there was no water leak coming in through the walls and stuff like that. And they also spent a little bit of time here and cut out some of the holes for the appliances. So we've got a hole cut out now for the hob, which is really good. We've got a hole cut out for the sink, and obviously you can see the sink is in place. It's not like fastened in yet. I've got a couple of bits left to do before we actually fix it in. But it's nice to sort of see how it's going to look. Really, really happy with it. So massively appreciate that from Malin's parents. That's a massive help, that is. So today I am going to crack on in here a little bit. We've got to put some silicone around these bits, around the edges where the holes are, to stop moisture getting in. Got to do that there, and then at the back where we've cut it as well. So that's the first task, I guess. And then it's going to be installing the sink properly, securing the worktop, and then installing the hob. I don't know if I'll get all that done today, but it's good to have a little to-do list, a little goal. So, yeah, feels fun to be cracking back on in the kitchen. Let's do it. All right, there we go. Siliconed around the insides where we've sawed off. That is to stop moisture getting in, so hopefully that'll be nice and sealed. Paid special attention around the sink because, well, I assume that's where most of the moisture is going to be. But I put a nice layer on there, so hopefully that'll be nice and sealed. Happy days. Also done on the edge here. Obviously, I've flipped this around. That's not the end that you're going to see. That's the end that goes in next to the wall. We'd also cut that off, so I thought it's better just to do all of them where it's like exposed on the inside of the worktop. So yeah, just wait for that to dry. Actually, no, there's got to be more stuff that I can be cracking on with because I think it takes like 24 hours to dry completely. So after that's dried, then I'll be able to install the sink. Nice. All right, silicone is drying nicely. So Now, as always, when it's a lot of snow out, the jobs are bookended by going and playing on the sledges. So Charlie's got his little snow racer, which is best thing ever for kids when it's snowing. And Bella's got a sledge. And we can go for a walk, aren't we, kids?
Yes.
So let's get it set up, shall we?
Yeah.
Let's go, Bella! So beautiful when it's like that, blue sky, like fresh sheet of snow over the fields. It's like, some might say, stunning. I tell you what, it is cold, but it is beautiful when it's like this. Really, really nice and fresh, and yeah, just nice to be outside. What do you think, Bella? Is he going to go fast?
Yes.
Yeah, we've dug him out like a path now, look. So this is where he's going to go. Where he went last time. We're going to see. Come on, Charlie, you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Up with your feet, up with your feet. Oh my God. Whoa. That was a fast one.
Yeah.
That was really fast. Nice. All right, nice way to round off the first week back. First week, like first couple of days. But yeah, it's nice to be back in Sweden, even though it is covered in snow. That makes it more fun, to be honest. Me and the kids have had a great afternoon. We've been building sledge tracks and yeah, just having a good time in the snow. It's really nice. It's fun when you get like proper snow, where you can do like real stuff with it, where you can use the snow racer and the sledges and stuff like that. But this little one, honestly, forgets how to use her feet. Come on then, I'll help you. She just gets stuck all the time, bless her. All right, come on then, Charlie, last one. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness. That is definitely getting faster.
I know.
That's what happens when you start packing down the snow. You get a proper track, don't you, mate? It's getting faster and faster every time. Amazing. But thank you very much for tagging along with us on the first week back at the cabin. Hope you've all had lovely holidays and all that stuff, lovely Christmas and lovely New Year's, and I hope you're feeling as motivated about 2026 as we are. It's going to be a good year. We're feeling it. Huge thanks to the channel members. We've actually had a couple of new ones over the Christmas break, so if you're one of the new ones, welcome on board. If you're one of the old ones, then thank you as always. We appreciate all of you. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you next weekend with more snow fun.